Hey guys, welcome to Radiant Guardians. Welcome back. Hope everybody's having an awesome break, right? Holiday break, and that you're having some fun, right? And if it's snowing and if it's winter and cold out where you are, you can still have some fun at home. I don't know, maybe have a look at a video where it's like summery and just imagine that you're in a place where it's nice and toasty and warm. Right here in New Zealand at the moment, we've got some really beautiful weather happening. It's kind of like beach weather, so very nice, very toasty, very warm, and loving the sun at the moment. So anyway, I am, I didn't overeat or anything like that. It's funny because when I do have certain foods, my body kind of like really lets me know, okay, that's enough. And so when my body lets me know that's enough, then that's it. I will just not eat until the next day, So I'll have a dinner, I'll have a dessert or something like that, and the moment that and I get really full fast, to the point where I feel like I'm gonna excuse me, oh my gosh, gonna get bloated kind of thing. So yeah, what happens is that my body lets me know, and I'm like, okay, I've had enough, that's enough for me. But anyway, that goes without saying, because I'll eat anything and then I'll do a workout the following day, so I can eat some carbs and work out and still stay and remain in good health and wealth and happiness. But yeah, we've got to, after the holiday break, I've got to do a bit of detox, right? Cleanse the body. Because the foods that we have during the Christmas holiday breaks and things like that, it can be a little bit much, right? I mean, because especially that with everything that is on the grocery store shelves, right? It's all got chemicals in it. It's all got fluoride and chlorine and chemicals and GMO and all those other kind of stuff that they put in it. So, don't have too much of a good thing, is what I say. Okay? I mean, because around this time of year, right, you can be so tempted because everybody's like doing it, right? Okay, yeah, those guys are doing it. They're having a barbecue. They're doing this, doing that. And those guys over there are having a honey, and yeah, and it's so tempting, right? And you look at people's like food that they have and they create and that they make and that they set up the table, and everything looks really nice, and which is nice, which is good, but you want to get a plate, right? And then you just want to pack it and just, okay, build it up maybe just a little bit, build it up just a little bit. Yeah, right. Just pile it on, right? So it can be a little tempting, but hey, that kind of feast only comes around once a year, alright? But anyway, I mean, yeah. So we had a very lovely lunch for my granddaughter because she just turned 10 on Christmas Day. And she was just totally excited, right? I mean, there were presents that she wanted to open, and she couldn't wait for her birthday and couldn't wait for Christmas Day. But, she had to, because she bought me one, and I had to wait. So if I had to wait, she had to wait as well. So yeah, turned 10 on Christmas Day. There you go. And that's the only reason why we celebrate the end of the year, or the end of, coming up, end of December, etc. We just celebrate her birthday, and that falls on Christmas Day. So very special moment for her, and it was lovely. It was so nice. they've gone to the pools at the moment. That's why I'm making this video, because I'm like, well, I'm going to make a video before they come back because they're just so noisy. Oh man. I mean, but you gotta, gotta expect that from kids though, right? Don't expect kids to sit quietly and not do anything, say anything, go anywhere or do something, right? So they've gone to the pools at the moment, which is nice. Actually, every day has been so like out here and busy and go there and do this and spend time with their friends and right. So yeah, it's been wonderful. I have just had some really, really downtime and gone out with the family and done things and spend some time, quality time here, even at home, and in meditation and working out. And I tell you what, I have a goal, right, for 25. It's my New Year resolution. I mean, I just say New Year resolution, but we all know, it's just it's a shift, right? There's a timeline shift, and there's a shift in what you decide to create for your reality, right? So I'm creating for my reality a shift in my workouts. So where I thought, you know what, I work out every day, and I have a set, like 3 sets of 30 of different exercises that I do, because I do sort of like full on body workout. I do legs, arms, abs and everything. So I do a full on workout, but it's kind of like it's like an hour of my legs, and then in the second hour it's just my arms and abs, and I really go hardcore with my abs because I want to feel that burn, like brrr, sink your teeth into it. But so for the New Year, like on the 1st of January coming up, right, for the New Year, it is my goal, right, to really intensify my workouts and to reach a certain goal, right? So yeah, I mean, this is all about healing. This is all about healing my body. This is all about because it's all part of my ascension. It's all part of my journey, and it started in 2021. So in 2020, I had a walk-in experience in November. So around about November the 14th, that's when I had that walk-in. One soul in and one soul out. It's kind of like one consciousness just gone out, and the other one has come in. It's kind of like tap, right? So anyway, in 2020, of November 14, I had that walk-in experience. And then when I took a look at what I had to work with in 2021, on the 1st of January, that is when I got started with my ascension journey, with my awakening, with everything. Okay, with everything. Everything started for me on the 1st of January 2021. And so now it's 5 years later, 2025, and I have another goal. But this time, this goal is to really intensify the workout and just hit it. hit it, and hit it. Right? Oh man. And it's all about healing. For me, when I first started out, it was all about healing and recovering from like detoxing and cleansing this vessel, this avatar, this body. Because I tell you what, believe it or not, this body was like 3-4 times extra large. And that is how big this body was. So when I incarnated into this vessel, this avatar, this body, in my walk-in, right, soul swap, one in, one out, and then I had a look at the body that I incarnated into, and I was like, whoa, what the, I had to go to work to heal the body, to detox this body, to cleanse and clear, and to heal it, because it needed a lot of healing. It was just, it was just so unhealthy, all right? And when I incarnated into this, I had to go straight to work, and to work I did. So from 2021 up until today, that's all I've been doing, is just cleansing, healing, recovering, making sure that, I'm eating clean, working out, and meditations, right? Prayer meditations, grounding, going out in nature, hugging trees, right? Being centered, being present, coming back here and just coming into that place of just going within. I had to do all of that. And going within is your only way out. Because, we're in that place, right? Before we awaken, we're in that 3D matrix life program. And no one's ever told them, that are still living according to the standards of their programs. No one's ever told them that, hey, buddy, your only way out of there is to go within. I mean, if somebody had said that to me and I hadn't experienced a walk-in or awakening, and someone said that to me while I was still living according to programs of the Matrix, I'd be like, what? What do you mean, go within to get out? Get out of what? That will be my initial, thinking, and what do they mean? You have to go within to get out. Well, only my Starseed community and Indigo community, only my awakened community will understand this. When I say to you guys, the only way out of the 3D Matrix program is to go within. Alright? And that's where I have been. And that's where I'm staying. Because I'll tell you now, this is where home is. This is your home. And get centered, stay present, stay within, keep healing, keep going, keep doing all that inner work. And that the more that you do, the easier it gets and becomes, right? So anyway, please rock that like and subscribe and share for you. I would really appreciate that. And if you check out the description box down below, you'll find 2 links to meditation, a link to our Telegram page where everybody, well not everybody, but some from Ishmael Parise's lives are hanging out in our chat group in Telegram. And also you'll see a link there in the description box down below to Ishmael Parise's website where you can find everything and go and explore. Alright, so I have got this article that I want to share with you, and I don't think that I've actually shared this before. I'm going to say something about, everything that's going on at the moment. Now, we've got, Donald Trump in the White House making decisions, like really important decisions. We've got the white hats, they're still working. Everybody's doing everything that they can to make things shift along a lot quicker, a lot easier, a lot better for humanity, right? for the collective, and for those that are still yet to experience awakening. And that can only happen when we, the ones who are awakened here on planet Earth, are anchoring our light into planet Earth. And what that does, it just raises up the energy frequency of our planet and causes a wave of awakening for all other, for all of humanity, for all the souls that are still yet to experience awakening. So yeah, a lot is going on at the moment. And I'm going to say something here because I know for a fact that I've been searching, I've been listening, I've been hearing what people are saying, I've been listening to all the information that people are putting out there. We've got, okay, come on. Revelation, in the book of Revelation, where it talks about you will see signs in the skies and things like that. Like what we had drones, UFOs, maybe even fake ones and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to say this because I know that the dark forces will put up a fight. They've been in power and control for hundreds of years. Do you think that they are going to just let it go? Absolutely not. They're going to put up a fight, alright? And that's what's going to happen. But the thing is that I tell you what, when, say like, for example, you've had control and power of a company for such a long time, the company's made you CEO, and you're like the big boss, right, of that company. And you kind of like look after about something like 4,000 people, maybe 5,000. I'll just exaggerate a little bit, you just got to catch my drift, maybe 10,000 people. So you're like the CEO, and you're in charge of 10,000 people. And with you, you've got your sidekicks, right? And all your sidekicks, like directing managers, are all at your side to help you and work with you, taking care of 5,000, 10,000 people, okay, in the workplace, in the workforce. And then one day out of the blue, along comes this other group of people, and these other group of people and say to this group that have been in this business for nearly like 40, 50, 60 years, right? I was going to say thousands, but let's just keep it real. 60, let's just say 60 years or so. So this other group comes along and says to that group, right, hey, your time is up, and it is time for you guys to hit the road, all right? And we're taking over. So now this group comes in, says to that group, get lost, and that group gets lost. Catch my drift. Go down the road, right? Pack their bags and kicking stones on the way, and this group takes over. So while that has happened, the other group that has been like relieved of duty, right? They get together, they have a little meeting, they say, what the F? We've been running that company for 60 years, and who the heck is that just walked in and said for us, pick up your shit and get out? Well, this is why I'm saying this, that group that got evicted is not going down without a fight, alright? They're not going down without a fight, because they've been in the company 60 years, and for a little group come along and say, hey, see you later, gator, that group now is gone, and they're collaborating together, they're working together, and they're going to come back with something else. And if they can't get their foot back in the door of that company, they're going to come through the back door. Alright, so we've got to be super aware, super alert, super onto it, right? Do not get excited about the victory. We already won the victory, we know that. But the thing is that they're going to come through the back door and they're going to cause some trouble. Trouble is brewing, guys. It is brewing. I know it is. So anyway, I'm going to share this article with you. And a little bit of what I'm going to share with you is something that we can be like extra aware of and that we can learn. Because, you know, I tell you what, the dark forces have had power and control of humanity for such a long time. And, you know, they've been the one in control, the ones that, you know, control their little puppeteers and, you know, whatever goes, it just goes, alright? You just got to catch my drift, guys. And so bear with me, alright? And don't forget, every time, every video I say, only take what resonates for you, use all discernment, yeah, and take it with a grain of salt, alright? As a grain of salt. And so I just want to share this article with you because I know that there is a war that is going on, and that is behind the scene, but it's like a war for humanity's consciousness. Now I tell you what, you've got, let's just say, you've got people that haven't actually experienced awakening yet, so they're still living by their programs and those standards, right? And those are the ones that the dark forces are hanging on to. They hold on to those ones. They control those ones because they can. That's why they keep holding on to those ones, alright? And then you've got the awakened ones. Now, the awakened ones can see through all the BS, right? They don't have to worry too much as long as they stay right here within, stay present, stay strong, and keep doing their inner work, right? Keep going. And so with the ones that have not experienced awakening, they're still under that spell, under that control of the programs that they live, right? They live in their programs, okay? So they're separated from Source, from God, from Creator, from the living God. There's a separation. They're not connected to the light. So they are easily controlled, and they're like putty in the hands of the dark forces, alright? And the dark forces haven't let those ones go. They still control, alright? So, yeah. This is, you know, the thing is that everything that's happening now, leading up to 2030, we've still got a ways to go yet, guys. So let's not just get our party shoes on and celebrate just yet. Let's be like super aware, okay? Super aware, super just keeping an eye on things, alright? And especially staying right here. Now we can learn everything that there is and that's going on in the world, right? We can learn about all the things that are happening, that is going on. But as I keep reminding you guys, alright, sure, get the information, get the knowledge, get the understanding of what's happening out there. But don't get caught up in it to the point where you stay out there and you come away from here. Because the moment that you're staying out there, you are easy to be controlled, right? Because you've just left home, right? You've left home, left the door wide open, and you've gone out there, okay? And what have I been saying throughout my videos? Stay right here, okay? Stay right here. Don't leave your reclining chair and then go out and explore. learn what's happening out there, but come right back. Come right back. It's pretty dangerous out there, guys. I tell you, pretty dangerous. And they, once you get out there and you absorb all that information out there, it's so easy just to get caught up in it and lose sight of home, right? And come and staying right here. You can lose sight of this, all right? And that's what happens when you're in the 3D matrix and you're living by the programs. When you're living by those programs, it's because you went too far out. And then they're like, oh, hey, look at that. Okay, let's keep feeding that information to that person. Let's keep feeding them that information. And then they absorb it, right? You get into a place where you just absorb all that information, and it's like juicy information. It's like, oh, I love all this. It's like massive cake kind of thing. Just eat it all up. Well, you just have to catch my drift, guys, but that's what happens. And it can happen. Alright, if you're not careful, it can happen. You can lose yourself out there. Alright, so anyway, about this article, I found most interesting, and yeah, it's the ruler archetype or archetype kind of thing, and it's just kind of what I've just been explaining to you guys through this video. Okay, so let's have a look at it. Alright, the power elite are a small group of people, and you know that story that I just shared with you, and about this group, having power and control of a company for 60 years, and then along comes another little group. Alright, along comes Donald Trump and the white hats, and coming over here to say to the dark hats, okay, you guys, get your shit and get out. Well, this is what it's like, guys. Alright, here we go. So the power elite are a small group of people who act as the main controllers of our world. Just as I was saying. They conjure black magic through dark rituals that are used for maintaining contact with the NAA in order to control the entire planet through the manipulation of the collective consciousness through fear-based programming that is transmitted via mind control. To reinforce the fear programming and keep the population in vibration of fear and separation, they organized a complex system of global institutions to act as the primary enforcer of the propagation of the disinformation that they use to influence people to self-enforce the belief system that shape the controlled narrative of the 3D reality. And so this is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean about, learn what is happening, right, in the world, what is going on in the world, but also know the truth. Find the truth, okay? Find the truth, know the truth, and make sure that it is nothing but the truth. Look through the eyes and, look through the eyes of truth, right? Okay. So the power elite are known to also be referred to as the dark cabal controllers, or those entities running the shadow governments. The head controller, ego archetype, is a draconian archetype or hierarchical belief system originating in Orion, which is the false king of tyranny. This is the main ideology. Whoops. Sorry about that. This is the main ideology of the negative aliens and their NAA to mind control humanity and enslave this planet to their ruler through slavery enforced by consumption or modelling. So consumptive modelling, and this is how they do. So through an archetype overlay implanted into the planetary brain, humanity has been forced to submit and worship a false father reptilian god through religion or religious violence and salvationistic theology. This ego archetype is represented as the angry father god that will protect you if you do his bidding and worship him, or you are condemned to hell. And we all know who that is, right guys? Especially the awakened community, you all know who that is. So because of the false king of tyranny is the primary reptilian controller archetype used to control humanity and the planet, it is these archetype forces that are wielding his cosmic rage upon the planet as he loses control. So primarily, males that are using this archetype as an identity are easily used for these dark forces to unleash their anger and rage upon whomever is near vicinity. This is the phenomenon when human bodies are used as dark portals to direct these forces. If they are unconscious, they have no idea. This thought form is not sourcing from them. Most of the planet's maniacal leaders are manipulated to play out these agendas and are reinforced through this NN or this NAA controller archetype. It is through the cosmic mother, either that the cosmic father principle is reborn to replace the false father reptilian god. The pain of resistance that is popularity synthesis requires for the inner alchemy of rebirth is felt by many. And so the Archon is defined as the false king of tyranny, ruler that controls through mask of deception, promoted through warring technology abuse, such as mind control, frequency, implants, and military strategies, and can be applied to human or non-human sources. It is both the military human and non-human shared greed for domination, of which they both employ hidden and advanced frequency technologies designed to perpetrate and promote the archonic deception strategies of the NAA. And so the archonic deception and its patriarchal stems mostly from the reptilian and draconian races, from the Orion constellation. Together they are called the Orion groups. And so let's have a look at the Orion groups. Alright, so the Orion groups is a satanic force that has a predatorial ideology that uses females as slaves or breeders, while seeking territorial domination on other planets within their warring and killing culture. Their position in the NAA and its consortium of negative aliens is called the Black Sun Program. They are the predator forces with a predator mind, which is mainly responsible for creating much of the negative ego in humanity through mind control programming. They have introduced financial and in-depth enslavement to planet Earth through the banking cartels. So these archontic deception strategies are enforced by the human representatives of the NAA called the power elite. Alright, now let's have a look at the draconian pathological minds. Pathological minds. Alright. So the conceited of egotism describes a person who acts to gain value for self-serving motivations and taking in an excessive amount of resources, that which he or she gives back to others. Usually, these are actions of taking in others' energy, time and resources, and is accompanied with very low ethical standards and displaying low moral character traits. This is also called consumptive, modelling, or energetic vampirism. Egotism may be fulfilled by exploiting the sympathy, trauma, emotion, or ignorance of others, as well as utilizing coercive force, deception, manipulation, mind control, and fraud. And so the egotist has an overwhelming sense of the certainty of the me operating in their personal qualities and personal identity. This is a person who cannot be trusted, as they will always manipulate the circumstances to service to self, and as their primary or only concern. So without developing self-awareness and ego discipline, they untamed negative ego is exploited by mind control and further develops itself into serious spiritual pathologies, which lead to narcissism and psychopathy. Yep, it sure is, and it does happen, guys. Alright. So patriarchal domination is forced or enforced in a variety of ways through abuse of alpha male power to control women. Yeah, and that's what we've seen a lot of, right? A lot of going on in the 3D matrix, where those living according to their programs have this belief that men is really superior over women. So, and that happens in the 3D matrix, and that's how everybody kind of like has this belief that it must be right because God's a male, right? So, well, anyways, let's keep going. This is a learnt skill that is promoted in a variety of ways, or is mimicked from boys watching their fathers or male authority figures to enforce the archontic deception strategies and promote misogyny to continue the cycle of abuse of women or girls. This is a primary strategy of programming humans to mind control archontic deception behavior that originates from the Orion group, reptoids. Strategies of exerting power and control through misogyny exist at every level of society, starting as a domestic violence and form of abuse which shape core values and the way humans are programmed to think. And to better grasp how the archons of the false king of tyranny operate to abuse power systems on the earth. Alright, so shaping of the world organizations. Alright, let's dive even deeper into this information. And a lot of this information that I share with you guys, you know, it's going to be for your benefit. I mean, one day you're going to look back and go, oh yeah, gosh, I remember Radiant said something about that. Wow, this is so amazing. I'm so glad I listened and learned. Anyway, there are 5 pillars of the main structure that use anti-human control, which influence all planetary affairs. These pillars of society are manipulated to shape all world organizations through the agenda of control enforced by the power elite classes. So the power elites or controllers, military industrial, intelligence agencies or covert groups, and government, religious, academic or financial, medical, or controlled media and press. So in choosing one of the main pillars of society, religious, academic, financial, we can see how although these three areas of belief system feel completely separated and opposed from each other, in reality they are not. They are used interchangeably to appear in dramatic opposition to the onlooker, but that is how they actually work. They all have the same underlying goal: to reinforce each other, to manipulate power to be given to the top of the chain. So divide and conquer mentally to continually create victims and victimizers is how all these pillars of society work. So let us choose the academic world for an example. Current mainstream atheistic science forms the current perimeter of the collective accepted belief system in the academic world, which further direct the consortium of the world organizations which impact human and planetary affairs. Science promotes atheistic or consensus and barbaric medical practices, while religion promotes spiritual terrorism and war through hellfire and brimstone for the Yahweh and Jehovah's Anunnaki collective. Both make massive amounts of money for the financial, medical and military sectors, with the primary goal to invest in controlling and oppressing human beings. Effectively, they are all functioning components of the same thing. Now we all know that, don't we? And so this brings me to my end of my article. The Big 5 AD strategy to generate more AD negative ego behaviors and spread the anti-human value system in the human public are: number 1, divide and conquer; 2, victimizer; 3, sexual abuse and sexual misery; 4, child abuse and child sacrifice; and 5, misogyny. Alright guys, and so there you have it. A lot of info there, and so much to learn about rulership, right? And how the dark forces operate and how they work. So yeah, the moral of the story is just be careful, alright? Watch, learn, and take as much as you can learn about what's going on, but also coming right back here. Always remember, alright, to come right back here. That was great information. I really enjoyed that. I love finding these articles and sharing them with you guys. But I always say to you guys, take what resonates for you, what is for your highest good. Use all discernment, okay? And do all of your own research and homework. And but yeah, never stop learning, guys. Keep going, keep learning, keep growing, keep evolving. Alright? And also, yeah, when watching other videos and taking in all information, it really doesn't matter who you're listening to or what it is that they're sharing. Go and do some research. Check, right? check the information. Check the information that I share with you guys as well. Do some homework, do some research, and just follow it up, alright? And that's what Ishmael always says to us. Like, everything that he shares, check it. Make sure that he's got all his facts. Make sure that he's got all that information and that information is correct, and that it's not disinformation or that it's not misinformation, right? And he always tells us that, and I keep telling you that too. Always do your homework, research, and check the information that you receive. Alright guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me, and I hope you're all having a wonderful break and getting some suntan. I should probably be out there getting suntan. The sun is just so beautiful, and there's not even a breeze out there at the moment. Yeah, everything is wonderful, great, and I just really enjoy, teaching you guys, sharing with you guys, sharing information and knowledge, wisdom, insight. Alright, me and my team, we work to find these articles so that we can share them with you. And yeah, there are some articles that I do find, right, and I have to sort of like discern whether I should share it or not. Some of it can be really, really, really deep and disturbing. So yeah, I have to use discernment. I have to use my intuition to check in with my guides and everybody to see whether I should share certain articles. And if I get a no, then I don't share that article. I'll just delete it and look for something else, right, that's going to be beneficial and that's going to help us on our journey, on our ascension, and yeah, everything like that. Well, you know what guys, is just the most exciting time to be alive on planet Earth, right? It is. It really is. Alright you guys, I'm going to say good night from me. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys on the next video. But if you want to watch more videos, they're going to be on this side or this side, either side. And if you like to subscribe, it'll be somewhere there. Alright guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. If you like this video, I appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everyone who watches. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Take good care guys. Mwah. See you on the next video guys. See you all on the next video.